Good evening, everybody. What's going on? This is the second stream of the day. If you guys were here earlier, maybe you were, maybe you weren't. I know some folks were. This is my second stream of the day. I figured, for the first time in 4 months that I've done anything with the channel, I figured that it would be a good time to jump in for 2 streams. How about that? 2 streams in one day, in the first time being back in 4 months. So here we go. Whatever you guys want to talk about. I said this in the last stream, but I'm completely out of the loop with so much shit. I didn't really pay attention to Star Wars Celebration, not because I didn't want to, just because I really didn't have time to pay attention to it. So I'm sure there's things that maybe you need to fill me in on. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that I missed. I did watch the Andor trailer about an hour ago. Looks super fun. I think in terms of whatever shows have been announced so far, it's the one other than the Acolyte. I think the Acolyte and Andor now have become like my most anticipated shows. Andor initially wasn't something that I was really excited for, just because I didn't really care for Rogue One that much. But the trailer really made me. It really got me intrigued. It seems like there's going to be a lot of moving parts, a lot of political posturing, a lot of vying for power. And it kind of reminded me in a way, because the trailer was so dialogue heavy, so conversational, that it kind of reminded me a little bit of Game of Thrones. Did anybody else get that vibe? Anyway, good to see everybody. Let's jump right into this. Hope you're doing well. We're gonna go into everything that I've been into for the past 4 months since you guys last saw me. As most of you guys know, I started a new career over the past couple of years. And I just needed these 4 months to really focus. It was planned. I planned on kind of taking a giant break from the channel. It feels weird to be back. I'm quite rusty, but yeah. Anyway, welcome guys. Took, Swish, Alex, and Franz. Thank you guys for jumping in there, supporting a channel that hasn't really existed in 4 months. I appreciate it, guys. Took says, well, first of all, Took, it's good as hell to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Took says, hey, HG, hope everyone is great. Wish I could stick around, but kids/sports/life. Have kids, they say. How are things? I'll likely listen in the AM. Things are going well. I completely understand how life is busy, Took. Life is busy. I work a 24 hour on, 48 hour off schedule. And, those 2 days that I have off back to back are awesome. But that 24 hours, it's busy. But yeah, man, everything's going good. The career is going great. I'm absolutely loving it. The people that I work with, my crew, are fantastic. And I should have done this 10 years ago, man. But yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that, dude. And yeah, I hope you're doing well as well. I enjoy seeing some baseball Instagram posts from time to time. But yeah, cheers. You know what I'm drinking right now, Took? Just because I'm, I guess, a piece of shit. I'm drinking a hard seltzer classic lime margarita style Truly. I don't know. For whatever reason, this summer I kind of got into them just because they're quite refreshing around the pool. You know me, and how much I love craft beer and stuff like that. Well, I kind of like a nice Truly at the beach. But anyway, I appreciate that, man. Swish Fish, good to see you. Swish Fish says, welcome back, friendo. Here's a toonie to get a beer. Cheers, man. I appreciate that. Good to see you, Swish. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're doing well. I will put that into the beer fund, in the beer piggy bank, if you will. And maybe in 48 hours or so, I'll go get a 6-pack and take a photo. I know a few of you guys in my previous stream said, here's a beer on me, and then they sent super chat. So I need to send a picture of, maybe I'll do a variety pack and just send a picture of post a picture on Twitter or something like that and say thanks for all the beers, guys. But cheers, man. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. So many familiar faces, man. I haven't been around in 4 months, and I feel rusty. But I gotta admit, man, it's really nice to see you guys. And this feels like, I've had this channel for, God, 11 years now, and 4 months is the longest I've ever taken in terms of a break from doing it. And it was out of necessity, just because, basically I'm a fireman, and new career and everything, and I needed to focus on some stuff, and I took this kind of scheduled 4-month break, and now I'm just now getting back into the channel. This is kind of my comeback here. I'm gonna go low and slow for a little bit, you know, making videos here and there, streaming. It's probably never gonna be at the level it was before in terms of quantity, but I'm hoping to kind of still stream a couple times a week here and there, and, you know, make a few videos a month. Yeah, man. Anyway, cheers. Alex Dunn, thank you so much for the silent support there. I don't know if you meant to type something in. Let me see. I don't see anything from Alex, so maybe you are the silent support this evening. Alex, you've been around the channel for goddamn forever, I feel like, so I appreciate it, man, and hope you're doing well. Cheers to that silent support this evening. And friends, Nerdnan, good to see you. All these, God, familiar faces, man. It's so good to see you guys. Friends, why you slimy, double-crossing, no good swindler. LOL, good to see you're back. Good to be back, man. I missed it. I missed this shit so much. It's weird, like, it was really weird, like, for example, watching Kenobi, and knowing that I really couldn't or wouldn't make a video about that series, you know, not at least for a while, not at least while it was coming out. Is the music too loud? Let me turn it a little bit down. It seems a little loud. There. Let me know if that's better. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, watching Kenobi and like knowing that I wasn't gonna do anything. But it was actually kind of nice, like watching it without that like silly pressure that I put on myself to make a video. You know, it was kind of nice to not really look at it and pick it apart as I'm watching it, rather just kind of sit down and watch it for what it is. And Kenobi, you know, I liked it way better than like Boba Fett, the Boba Fett show. But for me, it was just kind of, it was okay, and it was fun, and I really enjoyed some aspects, and I liked the last couple episodes the best, and I didn't feel like the show was all that necessary that much. But it didn't really add anything, in my opinion, to the overall Star Wars experience. If it didn't exist, I don't think anything would have been lost. I think one of the coolest things was seeing like that Jedi Underground Railroad thing. It was kind of neat. But other than that, man, like in my opinion, if it didn't exist, Star Wars would be fine. Like it didn't really add anything monumental to the franchise, in my opinion. I know everybody loved it, or a lot of people loved it, and for me, it was okay, and that's fine. But yeah, anyway, cheers. Swishfish, thank you so much once again. Swish says, good for you, Mr. Fire Cop. Go arrest some fires. No, not Fire Cop, firefighter. So yeah, what was I saying? Some of you guys might not know, maybe you're new to the channel. If you're new to the channel, let me know in the chat. I'm really curious. But in 2021, I went to EMT school. I became an EMT. Later that year, I became I went to the fire academy and became a firefighter. Yeah, the rest is history. So I've been at this since 2021 now, early 2021. Yeah. So yeah, these past 4 months were kind of like, for me, like a scheduled channel break while I really focused on new career stuff. And now that some of the scheduling is a little better and some of the hurdles and stuff are over, I'm jumping back on my days off. I'm jumping back into this and starting to stream again, talking about Star Wars, and I missed the hell out of it. So anyway, cheers, Swish. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the hell out of it.
give Uj another chance.
Oh.
Yes, the characters are the best, but don't judge something based on one aspect. Just enjoy all the other amazing things. It's one of the best SW properties. Love your brother.
Mr. KW Jones, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. Give me 1 sec, and I appreciate everybody's patience. You guys know me, I'm long-winded. I got Andrew Harris, Oscar, Caleb, Sully, what's up, Sully? Rednax, and Mr. KW Jones. Where we go? Andrew Harris, thank you so much. Welcome back. You may have answered, but did you like Kenobi? Happy to hear firefighting is going well. Yeah, you might have heard me just mention it, but I enjoyed Kenobi for the most part. Again, it wasn't monumental or game-changing in terms of the Star Wars franchise. I don't really feel like it added too much to the overall experience. I mean, if it didn't really exist, nothing would really be lost, in my opinion. It was fun. I liked seeing little Leia, little Luke. I thought Reva. I don't really remember. What was her name? Reva? I think it was Reva, right? That's how little I've really paid attention to stuff in the past 4 months. Like, major characters and major shows, I watch them and then I kind of forget their names. Like, I have, when I say I've been out of the loop for the past 4 months, I have been out of the loop, man. I didn't watch a single thing from Star Wars Celebration. I didn't pay attention to any, not because I didn't want to, but I just really didn't have the time. I didn't pay attention to shit. Even with Comic-Con, like a couple weeks ago, I didn't pay attention to anything. So it's kind of nice getting back into the swing of things and having you guys kind of fill me in. But yeah, Andrew, I enjoyed it for the most part. I wasn't absolutely blown away. One of my favorite. I loved the Kenobi Vader, like when Vader's helmet got cut in half or something like that, and you saw Hayden Christensen's face, and then behind the Vader mask, and it was like a mixture of Hayden Christensen and James Earl Jones's voice. I got chills, man. That was one of my favorite parts of the show, and it was just yeah. There's some really, really great things, but yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that, Andrew. Vince, I gotta look this up, man. I gotta before I type this in, I gotta guess how much it is. I'm guessing $125. 5-piece whiskey decanter set. There we go. Oh my god, I was so close. $120. I was $5 and a penny off. That's hilarious, man. Let me see this. They got it at Target. They got it at Amazon. What is it? Is it? No. I'm gonna say no. Don't get this, Vince. Don't get this, Vince. Don't get this. Don't get this. Let's see. I'm gonna look up retro decanter set. Oh, how about like a faded yellow, like a mustardy yellow. Let's see. Ooh, like this, man. Yeah. No, don't get that. Don't get that. Look, you could get something even nicer for much cheaper. Yeah. Unless you really want it. Unless you're dead set. Don't let my dumbass talk you out of it. It's pretty cool. Unless you really want it. Unless you really, really want it. What you could do is buy like a $30... you don't want to go through the trouble. I was gonna say buy like a $30 decanter set, and then just go to like an engraving place and see how much it would be to just put like the NCC 17 whatever on it. But it would probably be just as much. Anyway. One second. We'll go deeper into this, Vince. We'll go down a rabbit hole of decanter sets momentarily. But yeah. Oscar Rodriguez, Caleb, Sully, Rednax, Mr. KW, Vince, and Arlen. Oscar says, recently I took up creative writing. Nothing I can monetize, but it's a fun activity and very therapeutic. Wine helps in conjunction. Nice. I like a... just put a Fleet sticker on it. Yeah, do it. That's perfect, man. Yeah, Oscar, I feel you. I like a nice red wine in conjunction with pretty much anything. Yeah, whenever I would write scripts and stuff like that for my videos, or even writing Sorry About the Mess, it was kind of therapeutic. I thoroughly enjoyed the process of it. I think that's why so many people have, you said creative writing, but I think that's why so many people have, blogs and maybe write giant ass social media posts, is because there is a sort of therapeutic nature to it. Now, if you're writing stuff that's just angry all the time on Facebook and blah, 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 or bitching and moaning about stuff on a blog, or ranting and raving about nonsense on a blog, I can't imagine that's very therapeutic. But if there's, a creative bent to it, if there's a little bit of fun involved, I can absolutely see how, having a glass of Malbec, sitting in your computer chair and typing away with some headphones on, listening to some lo-fi hip-hop or something like that would be shit. You're explaining exactly what I used to do when I wrote scripts. So anyway, Oscar, cheers, man. I hope you're doing well, and feel free to tweet over something. I'd love to check it out. Caleb Kemp, thank you so much. Caleb says, are you a whiskey fan? Recently tried Metallica's blackened whiskey, and I quite liked it despite it being one of my first alcohols. LOL. Yeah, I do. I like a good whiskey. My wife always gets me a bottle of Knob Creek or bourbon or something like that for my birthday and Christmas. That's generally my go-to liquor if I'm if I'm doing something straight. That's really the only, that and scotch. Whiskey and scotch, I think, are the only two alcohols that I drink straight. Everything else, I don't think there's anything else really I can think of, not rum, not tequila, not gin. Oh. I'll have to check that out. Let's see how much that is. Metallica blackened whiskey. $40. That's not as bad as I actually expected it to be, Caleb. I expected it to be much more expensive because, generally those celebrity alcohols are outrageously priced. How much is The Rock? Doesn't The Rock have tequila? Yeah. The Rock tequila. What is his brand of tequila? Well, is it for real? That's only $30? Well, still. It's only $30? Is that his? Terramana? Interesting. Well, maybe it's not as expensive as I thought. Who else has one? Doesn't Ryan Reynolds have tequila? Oh, he sold his Aviation Gin brand in 2020 for... Ryan Reynolds sold his Aviation Gin brand for $610 million. What? That's ridiculous. That's insane. I never even tried it. Who's tried Ryan Reynolds' gin? That's crazy. Anyway. Sully Hogs, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Good to see you, man. Sully says, my dude, much love from the Discord. Yeah, so, well, first of all, send my love right back to them. There was a few weeks ago, I logged into Alex, the Snoop Dogg 19 Crimes wine is fantastic. That's like our go-to red. But Sully, a few weeks ago, I logged into Discord, and I might have typed something. I can't remember, but it was a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And I can't tell you how long it took me to figure out how to get into my account. Because in the meantime, since I last logged into Discord, I had bought a new phone. So like my, like what is that? Like Access, or what is that called? Like the Authenticator, you know, the Google Authenticator or whatever, all that stuff. All that stuff was on my old phone. So I had to dig through like boxes of old technology that I had to find my old phone that was like broken to bits and pray that it was in working condition to get to get my authenticator off of that and onto my new phone. Like it took so long to figure it out, but I got it. But anyway, Sully, good to see you, man. Hope everybody over there is doing well. Cheers. I appreciate the channel support. I'm back, man. I'm back. I'm going to get back into the swing of things over the next few weeks, over the next few months, and slowly but surely I'll be doing a couple streams a week, making a couple videos a month, hopefully, and yeah, there we go. Cheers. And Rednax is here. Thank you so much for the silent support this evening. Don't know if you meant to type a little message in there or you just wanted to send a silent support, but I appreciate it all the same, man. And Mr. KW Jones, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Mr. KW says, give Rogue One another chance. Yes, the characters weren't the best, but don't judge something based on one aspect. Just enjoy all the other amazing things. It's one of the best Star Wars properties. Love you, brother. I know, it's weird, Mr. KW. Like, it's one of my least favorite Star Wars movies. I've seen it. I own it on Blu-ray. I own all the Star Wars movies on Blu-ray and 4K, except for The Rise of Skywalker. That's the only Star Wars movie that I do not own a physical copy of. I'm not in any rush. But I have no... yeah, I probably will never own a physical copy of The Rise of Skywalker. Anyway. But I think I've seen it. I saw it 3 times in the theater, and I've watched it at home once. So I've seen Rogue One probably a total of 4 times, and I probably haven't watched it since when did the Blu-ray come out? Well, that's probably the last time. Rogue One Blu-ray release date just says April 4th. What year was it? That movie came out in 2016, right? So was it 2017? Rogue One Star Wars Story. Okay, so yeah, the Blu-ray came out in 2017. So I have not watched Rogue One since 2017 when the Blu-ray came out, or the 4K, whatever. That's hard to believe. It's been 5 years. 5 years since that 5 years since The Last Jedi came out. 5 years since I went on this kick-ass road trip into Utah. Crazy. Time flies. But yeah, I would love to give it another watch, man. It's been a while. You know, obviously opinions change over time. I think as most things go, especially with Star Wars, you know, you see it with the trend of kind of, I've talked about this before, but the prequel, like I was 13 when The Phantom Menace came out. Those movies were not well received at all. I wasn't a fan of them when they were coming out, even at the age of 13. And to see this wave of people who kind of grew up with them, maybe were younger than me even. You know, there's this giant wave of support and love for those prequel movies, and that splashes on the internet. And that's why there's so much adoration and love for those movies nowadays. You know, the kids back then didn't have a voice, and now I think opinions of those movies have really mellowed out. mine included. And I think maybe on a second or on a fifth, watch 5 years later of Rogue One, without the oh my goodness, new Star Wars, what's this going to be? Critical eye that we all have when we ever sit down in the movie theater and watch something like this, Maybe after all these years, I'll sit down to watch it and I'll appreciate it a little more. Yeah. Anyway. Cheers, KW. I'll get to it eventually. We'll see. And Mr. Vince, thank you so much. Arlen, Kevin, and Hangaku. Good to see you guys. Vince says, should I buy this Star Trek The Next Generation 5-piece whiskey decanter set? Now, look, I'm not going to tell anybody to buy or not buy something. For me, what I would do, if you're looking for a decanter set, what I would do, I would go to an antique store. That I like decanter sets that I don't know, look like they were in your grandma's house in the 60s, you probably forget them dirt cheap at an antique store, a local antique store. But that's the kind of decanter set that I look like. Now, I'm looking at this Star Trek The Next Generation decanter set. And maybe it's just because I don't really like a lot of... Now, okay, here's the difference. Here's the difference, Vince. If these were like... I'm trying to figure... These aren't like a screen-accurate replica of a glass that they used on the Enterprise, right? I don't think so. I don't remember seeing anything like this, but it would be different if that were the case. Like if it was like a replica of something that they had on the Enterprise, that would be a different story. That'd be cool. But this, Vince, I'm going to tweet some of my whiskey glasses to you, pictures of them. I have glasses that look identical to these, but don't have the NCC on them. I'm going to tweet them to you later. Actually, yeah, I'll tweet it underneath the tweet that I announced the stream on. Anyway, yeah, I'll tag you in it. But where the fuck was I going with this? Yeah, if it was like a replica or something like that, sweet, cool. But I don't think it is at all. That brings me to another topic, similar topic. I was on Instagram the other day. And I was scrolling through. Maybe you guys have gotten the same advertisement. But I saw an ad for Blade Runner whiskey glasses. I think they were labeled as whiskey glasses. Let's see. Blade Runner whiskey glass. Yeah, okay. Blade Runner whiskey glass. All right. Stick with me. I got an advertisement for Blade Runner whiskey glass, a set of 2 old-fashioned glasses. All right, the same replicas of what Deckard drank out of in the film Blade Runner. Okay. The description is elegant and unique. I'm looking at it right now. Elegant and unique. This set of 2 double old-fashioned glasses is part of the Sibi collection by Sini Boreri, designed in 1973, whose postmodern silhouette was featured in the 1981 cult movie Blade Runner. The square cross-section has cut corners and raises to a tapered center that gives the design a refined sense of movement. Each piece is made of mouth-blown glass that was worked by hand and measures blah, 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 with a capacity of 37 CLs. I don't know. So, guess how much these two old-fashioned glasses Blade Runner replicas are. For 2 glasses, $190. $190. Gotta love it. $190 for 2 things that you drink out of. 2 little cups. But they kind of looked like they appeared in Blade Runner. Oh, 4 months away from this channel, I forgot about bots. Cheers, Vince. It's up to you, man. Get him if you don't. Or get him or don't. We all have our thing, right? Or you could get the $190 set of 2 Blade Runner cuppies. Don't do that either. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. And Arlen, thank you so much. Kevin and Hangakyu. Arlen says, I asked you months ago, but if you get a chance to play it, Vader Immortal VR is a super fun game. It's more 80% interactive VR movie, 20% video game. Not as soon as I get a VR headset, which is way far in the distance, like way far in the distant future. I haven't sat down to play other than like when I had COVID a month ago. And I spent 5 days in isolation, and I beat Red Dead Redemption 2. Other than that, I haven't sat down to play a video game in 4, 5, 6 months, maybe. So, like, at my current state right now, I'm not playing anything. Maybe in the next few months, like when my daughter's back in school and I have, like, 2 full days off after my 24-hour shift. Maybe I'll eventually get one. You know, I'm planning on streaming and playing more games and stuff like that when she is back in school. But as of right now, man, it's probably going to be another 5 years before I buy a VR headset. I don't know when they come down drastically in price. But when I do, Vader Immortal is absolutely going to be something that I pick up. No question about it. But yeah, I don't really pay attention to the VR side of video game news or things like that, just because I don't have one. Like occasionally I'll see a game on Steam that looks really cool and the description really interests me, and then I'll notice that it's VR only, and I'm like, damn it. I guess whatever. Maybe one day, you know. So maybe one day. Anyway. There we go. Kevin George, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I don't know if you meant to type a little message in there or not, or you wanted to be a silent supporter. But Kevin, cheers, man. I appreciate the hell out of that super chat and channel support, Mr. Kevin. I hope you're having a good evening or morning or afternoon wherever you are on planet Earth. And Hangakyu, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support as well. Nice to have you back. Were you preparing a 9 hours long Clone Wars micro series review? Yes, man. The past 4 months, I have created the most in-depth, consequential, superb, enthusiastic, amazing Clone Wars micro series review. It is a total of 9 hours. I have so much to say. Can you believe I still haven't watched that thing, man? I still have not watched the micro series. It's embarrassing. At this point, I'm probably going to wait until my daughter's a little older just to watch it with her. You know, maybe she'll get into it, maybe she won't, but I still haven't finished Rebels, you know. So I'm probably going to wait until she's a little older. Maybe she'll want to jump into Rebels and Micro Series and Bad Batch and all the things that I haven't watched yet, you know. But cheers, man. I hope you're doing well. It's good to be back. Speaking of things that my daughter, that kind of stuff. The other day, my niece and nephew were in town, and her cousins, they're around the same age as she is. She's 4 years old. And I was like, you guys want to play a skateboarding video game? And they had no idea what the hell I was talking about. But I handed them my Xbox controller and I turned on Tony Hawk, and they sat there and played it for like 2 hours. And today, my daughter wanted to play it, like unprovoked, unprompted. I didn't say, hey, you want to play Tony Hawk? She just said, can we play that skateboarding game? And then we sat down on the couch and she played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 on the Xbox for like an hour and a half, and it made me super dizzy and motion sick because she really likes that joystick, but she got the hang of it, man. I mean, obviously she's not doing tricks and stuff, but she was able to move around the map, and she was able to like press A to jump, and she really got a kick out of it, just kind of like cruising around. And what she wanted to do was she wanted to go to levels that had like cars in them. So like San Francisco or New York City, for example, they have cars on the maps on the levels. And what she would do is try to steer her skateboard right into the fucking car and just like get Tony Hawk run over, and she thought it was the funniest damn thing. But yeah, it's a good time. Good time. Anyway, cheers, man. Vince and Madman's Knowledge, thank you guys so much for coming in with the final super chats and channel support of this 30-minute stream, aka 43-minute stream. Vince says, you know the streams where they have a specific environment set to a kind of music, coffee shop and lo-fi. What is your ideal environment plus music combo? I listen to, maybe I've mentioned this before, but I've listened to that, the lo-fi, used to be called, oh my god, what did it used to be called? Chilled Cow. Remember when it used to be called Chilled Cow? Lo-fi Girl used to be called Chilled Cow. I still listen to that all the time. The live stream where the girl is like writing in a notebook and stuff like that. There's a cat sitting on the windowsill. If I'm doing stuff around the house, or if I'm reading something, or if I have even guests over, like I'll throw that up on the TV, and it's just nice relaxing music with a kind of a fun looping background. That's just kind of the perfect relaxing like thing to me. I don't know, it's weird. So I haven't found anything that I like better than that. Like there's so many of those live streams now where they'll put on some lo-fi music or even like kind of jazz. Everything that I've watched or listened to live stream wise or playlist wise hasn't really compared to the Lo-Fi Girl live stream. I love it. So I don't really know of anything better than that, to tell you the truth, in terms of like environmental music or setting a mood, or whatnot. Even when I was in EMT school in the fire academy, like if I studied every single night of the week. Every single night of the week I would study, and every single night of the week I would listen to the Lo-Fi Girl live stream, the Chilled Cow live stream. But yeah, guys, wear a helmet. Wear a helmet. I don't give a fuck if you're an expert. I don't give a fuck if you've been skating for 10, 20, 30 years. Wear a fucking helmet. This firefighter talking. Wear a fucking helmet. Okay? Okay. Done. Period. Signed, sealed, delivered. Thanks, Vince. Madman's Knowledge, thank you so much for the channel support. Final super chat and channel support of the stream before I jet. Madman's Knowledge says, we miss ya. Hope your time away has been good. It has been, man. Started this new career 2 years ago, and took these 4 months off to buckle down, and it worked out, and now I'm back. So maybe some of you guys weren't here at the beginning. I work a 24 on, 48 off schedule. So obviously I can't do anything on my 24 on. I mean, I guess I could bring my laptop and maybe write some scripts and stuff like that. Eventually I'll do that. But on my 48 off, on the 2 days off that I have after my 24 shift, I'm going to start streaming. I'm going to start making videos and utilizing that time to do HelloGreedo stuff. Especially when my daughter's back in school in a couple weeks, So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be a good time. But anyway, cheers, Madman. Hope you're doing well. All right, guys, it's time for me to jet. I haven't talked this much in a long time. Rapid fire to myself, or into a microphone rather. But it's been good. 2 streams in a day, man. I haven't done that in a long time either. I figured the first time I've been back in 4 months, why not do 2 streams? Yeah? Yeah. All right, cool. All right. Oh, Oscar, thank you so much for coming in, man. Tweeted you my story. Don't feel obligated to read. No, I'll definitely check it out for sure. Here we go. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I don't see it. I don't have any notification. Oscar, type your Twitter handle. Yeah, type your Twitter handle in the chat. Let me see if I can find you. Yeah, type your Twitter handle in the chat. I am sure. Okay, let's see. Follows you. There we go. Weird. I don't know why. I don't see any tweets from you. Okay, tweets and replies. Hello. There we go. 50 seconds. Weird. Yeah, I don't get any notifications from you. Do you? I think I have it so the only tweets that I get are from people who have their phone numbers confirmed as well. So I don't know if you don't have your phone number confirmed. I don't think I can see tweets. Oh wow, you've had 234 people read it. Nice, man. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna keep this up, and I'll definitely check it out. The night they met. Nice. Yeah, I'll keep this up. Nice, man. Here's Oscar's. Oh, crap. There we go. Here is Oscar's story that he. I just posted in the chat. If anybody wants to read something when they're laying in bed tonight. But nice. All right, guys, I got a jet. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate the hell out of it. Don't know when the next stream will be. Not for a few days, probably. I'll hop in and out of streaming here and there. What is today? So today's Monday. I won't be able to do anything Tuesday. My next stream might be Wednesday or Thursday, so just stay tuned for that. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get back into the swing of things. Also, I will be the next time that I stream, I will probably play Battlefront 2. That's probably what I'll do next. So yeah. Anyway. What's the date today? The 2nd? Today's the 1st. Alright. Alright, guys. That's it for me. Okay. Alright. I don't know what to say. Alright, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. If you were here at the earlier this morning stream, thanks for hanging out then. If you're here now, thanks for hanging out now. All right. Enjoy the rest of your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. HelloGreedo is back, baby. All right. There we go. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah, Vince. Let's go to the mall. All right. You ready? Let's try not to wake up my daughter. Oh, Christ. What is the name of that song? Is this it? Oh, you never forget the name of that mall song, man. All right, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night, your morning, your afternoon, wherever you are on planet Earth. Let's take a trip to the fucking Sbarro at the mall. All right, guys. Later. All right, guys. See you guys later.